Hey y'all, it's Em and
Sydney.
we are Chittin and Chattin today.
Welcome back, friends.
You might have noticed if you're watching the video, we did a little decor.
Ish.
We're working on it. It's a work in progress. I like where it started.
Is.
We're gonna see where it ends. I was just telling Sid that I picked blue because blue represents your throat chakra, and we are talking. And
We already be talking a lot.
Right. So now it's just going to amplify maybe what we want to say.
Mm-hmm. Period.
And all that stuff.
And if you're watching, we have cutesy little mics. We are getting mic stands, but Amazon is stupid. No, that's rude. It's not their fault, but it's somebody's fault.
It's low key. They lost it in transit or something. Not even in transit. They said that it was at the building, and then they couldn't find it at the building, which is crazy because I had a whole order. These were in the same order,
yeah.
So I don't know how.
Same order.
These came and not the mic stands, but the mic stands are also coming.
It's okay. They're not that hard to hold, honestly.
No, they're really not. I feel like a jazzy singer, like.
Yeah, for sure. Anyway, let's hop right in. I need this ASAP, Rocky.
Yeah, we're getting it. Let me pour it.
What is our sips of the week? Let me hold your mic for you.
Our sips of the week is Cottage Apple. It is one of my absolute favorites.
Cottage Apple. Look at her, how cute.
Found at my local tea shop. It's called Louisville Tea Company.
They're cute. Oh my God, this looks so cute. Look how precious, guys. Pop off him. Yeehaw. Slay the day. Is it too hot to hold? I did learn that. Oh. Actually, I think
I tried to brew it a little bit earlier so we could actually drink it during the thing.
What is in here? Apple?
Apples, and it's a green tea blend, so there's a little bit of caffeine in it. Apples, I think there's also like nutmeg and like warming spices, and then there's also, I believe, raisins and almonds as well.
Okay, let me go pass away real quick. That's phenomenal.
Oh, so good.
Great decision. I needed that. And it has a little caffeine. Pop off. Anyway. Yeah, I needed that desperately. You can hear my rasp. You can hear my Janis Joplin coming out.
Well, we got the mics for it.
I mean, hey.
You might be doing some performance.
Doubt it. Also, if you're watching, you can see, look how cutesy. Hang on, hold this real quick. Let me get the full effect.
Yeah, we got to get the full effect because that color is beautiful.
And if anyone knows me, this color matches my car too. This leads into my hubby being the absolute best.
We love him. We absolutely
love
him.
I got off work at 5 a.m. the other day. Me and her worked together, and we went to Burger Girl. If you're local to Louisville, you know. I don't know if it's local to Louisville or what, but we went to Burger Girl. So then, because we were starving, so we got home at 6 in the morning.
At 5 a.m.?
Literally. So we got home at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I woke up at like 12:30, and my husband was like, "Oh, I'll have you some food, honey." It was Taco Bell. My man knows me. And there's a pillow. One of our throw pillows is in my way on the couch, and so I just moved the pillow and sat down, and he went, "Oh, what's that?" Being all goofball like he is. And I'm like, "Oh." And I sat on my brand new phone, but it was in the box. It was fine. Real quick. But yeah, he got me a brand new baby phone. I had like an iPhone 13, and I would have kept that sucker forever if he hadn't.
You would have.
Yeah.
And that's okay. And it's one of the things actually I really, really like about you guys, you in particular, but you guys as a couple, is you would have absolutely been happy with it, and you would have been posting all of your stuff, and you would have been just continue to be a happy little camper. And I absolutely love that. But being the amazing man that he is, saw that we are starting to really try and gain some more followers, and like your TikTok is actually really popping off.
For like little baby me, it is.
I mean, you have over 1,000.
I don't care.
Do you not?
I actually have over 1,300. I mean,
so over 1,300 followers. That's how it starts, baby. I don't even know how many I have. Maybe 60. So you know, we all start somewhere. But the fact that he saw that, realized that that's something that's important to you and something that you would utilize, and he just went out and got it.
Oh my God, do you want to cry? He was like sneaking and watching videos of all the phones and what was better because he was going to get me like the Pro Max something. And I don't give it. I literally, my 13, I hadn't had Face ID in 6 months. I had no storage. We know this. It was crashing out left and right. I was using the calculator at work the other day, and every time I would hit the equal button, it would just go to zero and like disappear. And I was like, okay, I can't even use my calculator. Let's rely on my brain.
Everything's fine.
Yeah. What else? There was something else on my phone. I don't remember at this point.
I think the
whatever.
storage was a big part of it,
Yeah.
too, especially with the more videos we're doing and the pictures we're taking. And so for him to be like, oh, my gosh, my baby needs this, went out and got it.
Surprised me.
Without even, the big thing for me that I thought about with my past is it wasn't a competition. Which.
Yeah, because he has the maybe 15-ish something.
Something. I mean, it's still a nice phone.
Yeah, he still has a nice phone, but.
But the fact that he didn't have to go upgrade his as well, because that would have always been my thing in my past relationship with my ex, is that he was never allowed to have something less than me. And I put like air quotes around that because it's the phone your husband has and the phone you have are just slightly different. But if that had happened in my past relationship, it would not have been allowed. Like, either my ex would have had the better phone and I would have had to just deal with it, or we both would have had to got the next latest and greatest. Which it makes it feel like nothing's really for you, which it really wasn't in my past relationship. It was not. If anything was for me, is all about him. It's what happens when you are with a narcissist.
Slay the day.
So to see it, and to see it in a healthy version, and to be like, oh my gosh, like, actually, it's totally fine, and you can support your partner as well as also just be fine.
Yeah, and he was so excited about it, like he was being all sneakily, and I was like, okay. He had called me the night before and was like, okay, 3 options. Tell me what you think you would like: silver, blue, or orange. I'm like, that's helpful. You know, and he's like, well, the blue is like, and he's trying to describe the color without being like, it's a phone, bitch. And so, of course, he thought he was going to get me the blue one, which is what you have.
It is what I mean, I love it.
That's why I have a pink case. But it's so funny that the case comes in, and because he goes there, they don't have the blue, which is even better because I low-key love the orange. I didn't think
the orange is fire.
And it matches my car, like we said. But I kind of love this because this is, like, nostalgic for me, throwing me back to, like, middle school, when, like, pink and orange don't traditionally go together. And when I was in middle school, I was like, I'm a quirky. I like pink and orange. And I do. Like, that's cute.
Though. It's so cute. That's actually funny. I did a similar thing with my my business phone. It's hot pink. Something else like would not have been allowed because I don't know why, y'all. I don't have an answer for all my issues, but
it is what it is.
It is what it is. I got a pink phone and I got a green see-through case.
I love it. It's
pink
beautiful.
And green used to be, again, middle school nostalgia.
Yes.
Was my
I had a pink
vibe.
and green room. Well, what was the monkey?
Pink and green.
What was that monkey?
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Was it a sock monkey?
No, I'm thinking of I was all artsy fartsy, and you could get the little books, and it was a monkey. Hang on. I'm looking at open thoracotomy on my Safari. Let me find. Okay. Monkey. Early 2000s brand. Because I had the shirt. Okay, it wasn't Bubblegum Buddies. Bobby Jack? No, that was the shirt. Okay. I'm thinking of the what do I type in?
I don't know. I've
pencils and shit. Pencils and pencils. Heard.
Pencils and pencils.
Nope, that's looking up monkeys. I think it is Bobby Jack.
I think it is Bobby Jack too. Actually, now that
but there's another one that was similar.
Like we throwing it back to Limited too.
Yes. Look. Okay. Oh, not the musical artist. Bobby Jack.
I knew there was a musical artist.
2000s. Kids. What?
I don't know what to do. I need the
Why
pillow
is this so
for
yes, I had. This is my exact shirt that I had.
Yes.
I don't have to be good because I'm cute, and it's a freaking. Everybody,
that is throwing it back to Limited too.
And I had those same shoes and those pants. I rocked that outfit.
That was a vibe. That was an absolute vibe.
Yeah, that's it. Don't burst my bubble, and it's the monkey blowing a bubble.
Oh my god! Should we buy those?
Anyway,
we should wear the next concert we go to.
Oh, for sure.
I'm down.
Low-key, MGK with Wiz Khalifa. We pull up early 2000s vibe. I mean,
You know how many people would pop off with that? Like, we would be nostalgic. Like, we would be.
The only thing about doing that type of nostalgia is I can't do a low rise, babe. CC Bug got a belly. I'm sorry. I blame it on my hips. I have big hips. It leads right into the belly. And when I've got everything else, you got to deal with it is what it is.
It is what it is. That's
going to be our motto. Oh, I do have a motto for today's episode because
I love it.
We be going through it, okay?
Yeah, yesterday.
We're doing great.
The past 2 days.
Everything's fine.
Was rough for
Our
me.
motto is, sometimes we're not thriving. Sometimes we're surviving.
Yeah. Oh,
and it's
golly.
okay.
Preach. I was definitely surviving the past few days. I think Monday was the worst. I was ready to spit fire. I was walking around looking for a reason to pop off. And I'm not usually like that. I know. I felt so.
I seen her the first time as soon as I seen you, I think I just hugged you. I was like, "Are you okay?"
I think so too. You saw the fire in my eyes.
I seen. It was back there. I was like, "Are you good, dog?"
It just was one of those days where you wake up, and I really, really struggled in my relationship for obvious reasons, but being out of it and coping with the aftermath of, honestly, I need to go to a therapist, but with my mom, has a degree in behavioral science. Like, she was a counselor, and I talked to her about some stuff that happens, and she goes, "You really need to see someone. Like, I really think you have PTSD."
And you do.
And to think about, for me to just think about having that after a relationship is still mind-boggling, because there are times where it's just you are surviving and you are in survival mode.
And you spent a very long time in survival mode.
I did. I really think it was almost the full 7 years, because there was stuff that started when we first were together, and I think he kind of knew where he was pushing the boundaries, and so he proposed. And because he knew that was something I wanted the white picket fence and the fucking 4 kids and the dogs and that
That's
was
what
a
I used
dream
to
of
always
mine.
say.
Literally, 4 kids and the dogs.
Now I'm like, and one.
Maybe.
I have.
Yeah, that perfect family, 3.5 kids.
Mm-hmm.
And so a big part of me survived, and there are just some days, and Monday was one of those days, where it just hits me a little harder, where I realized, there were days that I wanted to give up, and I didn't, the way he isolated me, and the way he talked to me, and the way he treated me, and the way his family treated me too, honestly.
Yeah, that's insanity.
It is insanity when I think about it. I am going to go through 40,000 different things.
Yeah.
I remember there was one instance, and this was probably 3 or 4-ish years ago, give or take now, and he had, obviously he didn't hide who he was, especially not with his family.
Don't piss me off.
He talks to me, you're allowed to do this, you're not allowed to do that, what is wrong with you? I got that almost once a week. What is wrong with you? Why'd you do that? And I remember at one point he said something to his mom, and I can't remember what he said to his mom. I do remember, word for word, blatant, clear as day, his mom saying, "You can speak to her like that, but you may not speak to me like that."
Absolutely fucking disgusting.
Stood there and
Oops,
shocked.
that's my first F-bomb on this podcast.
I know, I dropped one earlier too. Sorry.
Disgusting. I don't care. People joke around about boy moms. I do not care. No. If your child is treating someone that terribly, and you just say, "It's cool as long as you don't do it to me," you are condoned. A terrible human.
It was
condoned,
and I just remember feeling so broken down, and that's where I really felt, I have nobody. I don't have anybody, and I was going through a phase where I really did wonder, what I brought to the world and what would happen if I just stopped existing, because I didn't feel like anybody would care, because that's the people I was living with really didn't
showing
care.
you that it doesn't matter,
And for some reason, Monday was just a day where all of that came back, and I just felt so violent. I don't know the right words.
But also you deserve that too. Yeah. You should be pissed. I'd be mad at the world if I was you.
I was.
And the fact that you still show up every single day with literally just peace and beauty, and you try so hard. You're such a genuine human every single day. And it's you deserve to be mad for a freaking day, bro.
Yeah, and I guess that's probably true. I was doing some research on it, and it was saying, when that part comes out, especially after relationships and after with PTSD, it's a protector.
Yes.
It's a protector coming out and saying, "Hey, you're protecting. I'm protecting you from this feeling and from this emotion." And so I'm getting better. I'm trying to get better at being "Hey, protector, I am safe, and I got it from here." But it takes a lot, and it's a lot of energy, and some days I just don't have the energy.
Yeah.
And Monday was one of those days I did not have the energy. I had the energy to fight.
period.
I mean, honestly,
And you deserve
I've never gotten to fight a day in my life. I don't plan
Which
on it.
is ironic because Monday was a doozy.
Oh my god.
That's so
I thought
ironic.
I was going to have to fight for real, for real.
At the job that we bartended, I was bartending. She came in. We conned her into coming in. Thank you. I'm so glad you did.
I needed the shots and tequila.
5 separate homeless person interactions. And first one was like, okay, cool. We ignored him. Go away. Second one, he's like mentally challenged. He was sweet. Can't do anything about it. And then these 3 homeless people came in.
They were a nuisance.
Oh my God. I mean, at one point, the one guy, he had a big hole in the back of his pants. Like his whole butt was out. He's trying to sign up for karaoke. My husband is doing the karaoke. And my husband went into protector mode. I was like, baby, it's okay. Like, watch what you say, watch what you do. Don't get yourself in trouble over these freaking people.
Right.
But him was protecting his BB, and I was kind of like, okay. I was like, okay.
Cute.
I had to tell him afterwards. I was like, I love the way you handled that, low key. But now this dude, at one point, he was going around to everybody, and he would get 2 quarters and be like, ooh, they disappeared. And it's like, no, I'm watching you fumble the quarter around. I literally see it. Like, it's not
in your hand.
You're not
magic.
like, you're not doing anything, babe. And then the only one that didn't look homeless, he was probably the most dangerous one, and he was apparently, Dylan had told the bartender, because I was off work at this time, but we hung around because they were so weird. And Dylan had told the bartender, like, he's staring him down. He would not stop staring me and her down. And at one point, Dylan got over the mic and was like, yeah, keep talking about wife. Like, you. And I was like, oh. And so finally, after a little bit of time, I had tried to call this, like, non-emergency number and be like, but whatever. At this point, Dylan's already kicking him out. And he's like, hey, man, time to go. Apparently, the homeless man with 2 teeth tells my husband to grow some hair.
Stop.
We're like,
he
okay,
did not. Did
yeah.
he really?
And then I was off in the corner, like where the little hallway goes to the bathrooms.
Yeah.
I was right there on the phone with the non-emergency line trying to get through, and it was like doing all this automated stuff. And my husband is kicking him out, and instead of walking towards the door, he starts walking towards me, and he's like, hey, bud, exits this way. You're out. You're done. Get out. And he's like trying to walk towards me, and Dylan's like, nope. And then he's like, don't put your hands on me. And then he says, yeah, I got my eyes on your little princess. Don't worry. I'll see you guys later.
No way.
But my sugar bet was up. He was ready to run.
Ready. And he can be intimidating. Like,
I
know he doesn't think he is.
Yeah.
But Sugar Butt's got a presence. And when he bucks up, straightens up, and he gets his face serious, like, I wouldn't want to fuck with him. And I was feeling spicy as fuck on Monday.
I know. Well, and so we stayed until the other bartender was done closing and everything. And Dylan went out to the car because he walked. Some of our buddies, Jackson and Kendall and them, were leaving. Some of our buddies were leaving, so he walked out to their car with them. And we were parked in separate spots, and so he drove around to where me and the other girl were parked, and he waited on us. And it was so funny. God love his heart. He was so protector mode. Our chef went out the back kitchen door, locked himself out, so he had to walk around. And as soon as he came in the door, I was like, ooh, thinking it's that homeless man, because I'm like, why is that door unlocked? Because I forgot to lock it.
Yep.
And Dylan calls me immediately, and he's like, hey, honey, when you guys get done, when you walk out, walk straight to me. Don't go anywhere else. Don't go to the dumpster, nothing. He's like, some guy just came out from behind the dumpster. And I'm like, it was our chef, baby. And he's like, oh, thank God.
Okay, all right, we're better. Okay.
But still, we walked out, and he was like, you know, like, it was, yeah.
No, it was crazy. It was one of those nights where I was just like, oh, that is insanity, and people are out and about, and it was a full moon. It was like
they were out and about. Mm-hmm.
So.
They were. And then so the 3 homeless people that came in together, it was 1 girl, 2 guys. The girl was a doozy. She looked at the bartender. They had been kind of rude to her the whole time. Like, they were, like, behind her back rude. It was weird. She looked at her, and she goes, you're pretty and all, but you'll never be me. We were like, I sure fucking hope not.
I hope not.
I sure hope not.
Honestly, you're the example of what I don't want to be, so hopefully I'll never will be.
Yeah, I'm so glad that you just told me I would never be you.
You're right. I will never be you.
Oh, it was a doozy.
Thank goodness.
That was a doozy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
They hung out outside for like an hour after we closed.
There's never a dull moment, I feel like, in Louisville. Like, there's really not. Like, it's just...
My mama's going to hear this and be like, oh my God, why are you working there? Because all my family already thinks I'm working in...
I'm fine.
Yeah.
You're fine.
My sugar butt got my back.
Right. We got his back. We got each other's back. Everybody's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, I mean, honestly, as a bartender, I feel like that comes with the territory. Like, it just is what it is. There's places that happen. Like, that happens to people in Denver. Like, I remember one time, oh my gosh, this was years ago. Literally, I'm pretty sure it was called, like, the 16th Street Mall, like, Stabber or something crazy. Like, literally was just running around 16th Street Mall, which is, like, an open-air, like, street, and, like, buses just go up and down. It's really cool. It's really cool. I think it's 16th Street.
I want to go there.
Yeah, we should. We need to do a Denver trip. Oh, bingo card.
Bingo card. That's on our bingo card, for sure.
I think it is, actually. I think it's already on a bingo card. The bingo cards are over there. That's why I'm looking at the general direction. But so I think it just comes with the territory as being a bartender. So overall scheme of things, it wasn't too bad.
But Jesus Christ, 5 in one night? Oh my God, bro!
No, that I feel like had to do with the moon for sure. And everybody thinks I'm crazy, and then shit like this happens. I'm sorry, I have a foul mouth today.
I know, weird.
Maybe I'm still a little.
It's okay. Somebody looked up our podcast on Apple Podcast, and it said warning, explicit content. So.
At least
I'm glad we get the warning, because you're going to need it.
You. We're talking about all sorts of stuff. Under the sun. Bad days, great partners.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't know. I think that's a big part of it is having partners as well as friendships.
Yeah.
Because I really needed you guys in this.
I feel like we find the line of, like, trying to be, like, gentle and helpful, but also, like, bitch, come on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because I think I looked at her at one point and I was like, get the fuck out of your head, bro.
You did.
Love you.
Say that.
Like, I wish,
like exactly
I wish I could be more gentle, but get out of your head, babe.
No, and sometimes it's what you need to hear. And it's definitely what I needed to hear because I was in my head. And it's more so just going back in that spiral of, oh my God, what did I go through? What did I survive? Because it's crazy to even think about.
Well, I think also, I'm a survivor. Anyway, I think that was supposed to.
I was like, I know it's in there, but I don't know the rest of the words.
I think another thing for you is, like, going through, like, you deserve to think about those things and be like, holy shit, this is what I went through. Like, and you deserve to work through that. You know what I mean? But also, like, you've got to somehow, like, separate it from your current life. Because currently, you have a, not to brag, decent support system.
I have a great support system.
You know, and it's like you are safe and you are able to speak freely and be yourself. But, like, also you went through some whack shit. You know?
And I think that's what I beat myself up over is I'm like, I have such a great system. Like, why am I upset? Why am I sad right now? And I think that's what I need to learn is just, like, some days are just sad. Like, I did go through traumatic events. I was in survival mode. I was abused. Just because he never hit me doesn't mean it wasn't abuse. And I think that surviving through that and trying to cope with that on a day-to-day basis when everything is good and everything is fine and I know I'm okay and I know I've made it this far, but there's still, you know, I mean, I was with him for 7 years. That voice is still in my head, and I've gotten better about identifying that it is his voice and not mine, but there are definitely still times where I am at a place where I'm just like, can I do this? Am I okay? Do I add value to my friends' lives? Because I think, and I texted you that.
Spoiler, you do.
Do I? Are you sure?
Just a wee bit.
Sometimes I really don't know. Sometimes I just feel like a dud. But
the other day you were like, I'm sorry, I feel like I'm not doing anything to help. And I was like, it's okay, I'm hyperfixating.
and then I hyperfixated it into this.
See?
So it's a give and a take, and I do have to remind myself that. But it also comes from, where that relationship was, the past relationship was, I had to provide everything all the time consistently. Never able to have a day off, never able to have a sick day, never to feel something, because if I felt something, he felt it stronger.
Yeah.
And so I always feel like
that shit pisses me off.
Oh, it's so bad.
Like, if you get the sniffles, he's on his deathbed.
Oh, yeah. Like I literally hadn't been sick in 7 years because I couldn't be sick, and like, I got sick. It happens, but I never was
pushed through it. You
exactly.
Could never just
took care of him. Still had to go to work. Still had to do all my responsibilities, pay all the bills, and it just got to a point where it was exhausting. And that's where it's just like in my head, it's just like, why am I here?
But look
If
at you.
I'm literally, I know.
Like, like, this is your apartment. Like, your phones. Right. Like,
yeah,
you know.
Right. You're right. Yeah.
Also, speaking of, let us know what you're thinking. I ordered freaking Walmart, bro. Whatever. I ordered our little healing inbox and the Spill It Bestie and our little like logo. And so we're thinking about hanging them on the walls. I was gonna get them from Walmart, but all sorts of things and all the things. So next week we'll probably have those hanging. And the one that's our logo is like an 8x8, and then the other two are like an 8x10. So I'm like, I don't know. Give us tips if you have them. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I was like, I did find an 8x10, but I didn't find another 8x10 and maybe an 8x8.
Yeah, I like that you found the gold to stick with the gold. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. No, I like that. Oh,
Teapot tea.
off.
Yeah, I was afraid it was gonna mess with the lighting. I think it does.
It will.
Yeah, I think it's too much. Yeah.
Sorry guys, if you're watching it.
It's okay. We're figuring it out. Okay.
We do have a Spill It Bestie.
We do. Oh my God, we have our first ever Spill It Bestie. So last week we had our first ever healing inbox submission, but this one it's our first ever Spill It Bestie, which we posted.
Thank you guys for participating.
I love it. I love the support. But
makes you feel like you're here with us.
I know you're hanging out right
here,
sipping tea with us. You ain't got nothing else to say. It's okay. Sit by us. So Spill It Bestie. It is. It sounds exactly. It is what it sounds like. Just send us the tea, babe, and I love
the good tea, the bad tea.
I'm eating this
hot
shit.
Tea, the cold tea.
Yes. Okay.
All the tea.
It's our first submission.
I feel like you should because.
So this person says, I love it. I was like, oh! She sent me the screenshot of it because it was through Instagram. And I was like, oh! So this person says, one of my friends from college recently learned she's pregnant. Okay. Not a big deal.
Congratulations.
They told her family on New Year's. Her dad and mom both individually made separate Facebook posts announcing before she had told anyone. So all of her friends and all of the rest of her family all found out through her dad's Facebook post.
I would be livid.
And honestly, that sounds like my family.
Livid.
Funny story. Let's just always, we're so good at this. Whenever we got engaged, my sister walked over to my mom because my husband was trying to be a nice guy and invited all the family over. And so, of course, they were there. My mom was like, my sister walked over to my mom and was like, what the fuck are you doing? And ripped her phone out of her hand because I hadn't even FaceTimed my mama yet. And my mom was trying to post it on Facebook. And my sister had to be like, don't do that, bro. Anyway.
I think that's a perfect example of parents that want to be the center of attention. Like, you know how there's parents that, like, live vicariously through their kids?
Yeah.
Like, you can tell. I was a coach for 5 years. You can tell.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's a perfect example of that. Like, let your girl have their day, but they can't do it. They want to have the attention.
But, like, bro, your daughter is having their first child, and every single person finds out because of your Facebook post?
Absolutely not.
Bro, you couldn't give her 20 minutes?
I would have been so mad.
I mean, what's going to happen whenever she's going to have to be one of those people, guarantee it, that posts on Facebook this big list of rules, because that's how Eastern Kentucky is so funny. These people aren't from there, but, like, this is what it reminds me of, because whenever people have babies in Eastern Kentucky, they all post on Facebook, and they put this big old list of rules, and they're like, no one can post my child before I do. Like, why do you even have to spell that out?
Right.
Why do you have to tell people that's a rule? Like,
because it's people wanting to be the tea. They want to be the center of the attention, and I just can't with that. It's been one of those things to be like, if I feel like that's happening, I'm not gonna tell you. You know, your privileges revoked. Like you won't tell us.
Like when she has the baby, she's gonna have to like tell the parents they can't bring their phones in the room or something.
Which is wild. It's like back to middle school.
And also, both of them separately made separate Facebook posts.
No, that's
like,
crazy.
bruh. So both of y'all are the problem.
Yes, clearly. Well, at least they're together, and they're the problem. God,
are they together? I don't know. Let us know.
I don't know.
I don't know these people.
Some more tea.
I know. Just elaborate on the tea.
No, we just need a little more.
What happened next?
I want to say we need a prelude. What happens when they do a gender reveal? I want to know what happens. Are they not invited anymore? Yeah. Like, actually, you're not allowed to come. We'll do a Facebook Live. You can join that.
Yeah.
Because I'm now on a tangent. Gender reveal.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like What are your thoughts on it? Like, do you like the gender reveals? Do you like to
I
see what
definitely.
happens?
So I've already told Dylan.
Not
I don't
either
care.
of us pregnant or anywhere
No.
near it, but
I've already told Dylan if, hopefully, when we have kids, I don't want to know.
right.
I want that baby to pop out and Dylan pass out and go, oh my God, it's a girl or whatever. You know what I mean?
He would.
No, I don't know. I don't know. He would probably be like, God, honey, that looks rough. Like, he's. But like,
he would make it comical because he would joking, know that you needed your comic
relief. But he would be joking with me, and everybody else in the room would be like, "What the heck?" Like, because if you don't know him, you don't know when he's joking. So I definitely think he's gonna be.
It out now. I figured it out.
Yeah, I know. But okay, next, we have a healing inbox.
Okay, next.
Next. Our healing inbox. This is someone. You know them, but I don't think you know that this is their healing inbox. So sorry. It's not like, okay, basically this person, LOL, it's kind of funny that I'm saying in their head because I just told you to get out of your head. So, LOL. This person is talking to a new person. They're not like in a relationship, whatever, you know what I mean? But they're talking and they're afraid of being too open and pushing the person away. And they don't like totally know how to go about being honest without, like, scaring them and pushing them away. Which is so ironic because
I feel the same way.
Because I'm, like, low-key calling you out on it. But it's not. It's someone else. But
we're healing together, bestie.
I did write myself a little note because I was thinking about this in the shower. And I was like, oh, don't forget that. And then I forgot certain things. So I was like, let me write this down. So part of what was going on in my brain in the shower was allowing your person to heal you without putting pressure or expectations on it. That's beautiful.
I do like that.
And I had said, like, I didn't realize that Dylan was healing me until I noticed all the beautiful ways that I've changed. And I was like, I know that we're healing together because you can look at us and see how much we've changed and grown together, but also separately as well. And I said, I truly believe if you're leading with pure intentions, what's meant to be will be.
Oh, I think that's really, really well put.
That was all of I went up, down, around, left, right, center, and that was like my main takeaways.
No, I think that's a really good point. I think that's something I really struggled with on Monday in particular because like I was ready to pick a fight, and none of my friends and my boyfriend for sure didn't deserve the attitude I had. But
like also you weren't even given attitude. Like it was like, oh, she's not in a great mood. It's not like she's not in a great mood towards me. You know what I mean?
That's true, and that's what he said too. He's like, well, I didn't feel like. He's so insightful. I said apologize. He's like, well, you don't need to apologize to me because I never felt anything directed. He said, however, if you feel the need to apologize, maybe it was like how you handled it. I was like, well, but
yeah. Which also like
point.
That's another thing of
it's a good point.
Like for me, being completely open has changed the way that me and Dylan interact and lead our lives. And like, cause the other day, the situation that was going on, I was frustrated and I was like, and then I kept on going, and then he called me afterwards and was like, hey, are you good? Like, did I do something wrong? Should you be mad at, like, did I do something for you to be mad at me? And I was like, no, I'm mad at love. And he's like, okay, honey, like, I was just double checking. I didn't want to accidentally upset you and not know it. You know what I mean? And for me, this is the whole get out of your freaking head shit, because he thought, oh, my wife might be mad at me. So he asked me directly. Not only did he ask me, but he knew that my response was true. He didn't hear my response and then think, oh, she said she's not mad, but like maybe she is. Because it's like, okay, she told me she's not mad at me.
I really
because
with that.
You can't control that.
I didn't realize until you just said it, because in my past, like, everything I said
you had to overanalyze it, yeah.
And it was just like, well, no, I'm not mad. Or you'd be like, oh, are you not? Like, you feel this way. Like, I don't believe you. I heard that all the time. Mm-hmm. What's wrong with you? And I don't believe you were, like, his favorite things to say to me. And so it got to a point where I'm like, I don't believe myself. I've lost complete faith in what I believe and what I think and how I feel, because I was told for so long that everything I felt was wrong. So to get to a place where, and I'm still working on it, and I feel very blessed to have the boyfriend that I do have. Shout out Gio, you are a phenomenal human being. Because, and I think I sent you this picture. It said, there's a thing, I'm not going to remember because it's a picture and there's a lot of words on it and it's all really cute, but the gist of it is that you do not find love after you've healed.
Yep.
You heal through love, because there are people out there that heal you, and they're doing that by loving you. And I definitely feel that, and I felt very much like out of my element in a way where it's just like I didn't know that people could just be supportive, like not mad, not angry, and just be like, yeah, like you had to have your moment. You did have your moment. You had your day.
And that's fine. Yeah.
And that still to me is shocking. I'm still like, I'm still like, I don't know if they really mean it. Like they're going to say it and then they're going to take it back, because that was another big thing. We could have a great time. Like we'd be out with friends or his friends, family, his family. And I think it's going great. I think it's going fine and dandy. We get in the car, and all of a sudden, he would just obliterate it. You did this, and I don't understand why you did that. You did that, and it was wrong, and I hated when this happened, and you made me feel a certain way.
And you had no idea any of this was happening.
And I had absolutely no idea this is happening. So a lot of the times, I do feel that still, where I'm just like, I know Sydney said she's not mad at me, but I don't really know. Because that trust is not necessarily from you or from Gio or from Dylan. It's more so that I did learn to not trust anything. Not only myself, but the world. And I think that's where I really still struggle a lot, is that lack of trust and that lack of
And I told you when I got with
believing.
Dylan. Yeah, I told you it took me a while. And I didn't even know. He didn't even know how healthy he was. And I'm like, because he would say stuff and I'd be like, oh, yeah, what? Okay. You know, and it's like, because I came from, when I was growing up, if you misunderstood something, you better start yelling so you can get your point across.
Yes. Yep.
So they can know that you're right and they're wrong.
Yep.
And the first time I ever raised my voice at Dylan, he was like, okay, I'm going to go in the other room, and whenever you're ready to talk, like, we can talk. And I was like, we are talking, you know, like, Jesus Christ, Sydney. And now looking back, I'm like, oh, dear God, because we've never raised our voice to each other since. And, like, if we even feel like we are wanting to, it's like, okay. Because I'm someone, I got to get everything out right now. When it's in my brain, I got to get it out so I don't overthink it. And Dylan is not like that. He's like, let's breathe, you know, like. And I'm over here, like, trying.
Like, I want to get it out. Yeah. There's things I want to say, but I'm so absolutely petrified that if I speak my mind or I speak what's on it, then everybody around me just going to leave. And I still struggle with that, and there's still a lot of things I want to say that I just like, it's weird. It's a physical.
And
like, my chest gets tight, my stomach gets tight, my throat starts to close, and I just, all of a sudden, I'm like,
I got to sneeze. Oh. Anyway, I think it's going to go away. But that's why I'm hoping that, like, as you hang around us more, too, if I'm making a weird face, it's because I really got to sneeze, but it won't come out. Is seeing that, like, me and Dylan, we're straight up. Like, whatever's on our mind, we say it. And it's never been more, I kind of felt, the other day, he was talking, and he was like, we were talking about somebody, and he was like, I just feel bad for other people. And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, it's just, I feel like it's so hard for people to find what we have. And I'm like, yeah, you're right, because you're fucking perfect. But, and I know, my baby, him's my sugar butt, and I love him. And that's literally all that we've done this whole time, is we're completely open and honest. And it took, because, like, the first month or two we were together, we didn't even know each other. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know how you communicate and how you do this and that. And like I said, it took him being like, okay, whenever you're ready to talk, we'll talk. And I took a step back, and I was like, oh, shit. Like, I've been preaching this whole time that I don't want to be my parents. And here is this man showing me that I don't have to be my parents. Yeah. And I just fully embraced it. Uh-oh. And I just fully embraced it. Good thing we weren't really talking. Yeah, and it's made a world of difference. There goes a tear. That's my love for you, honey.
That's so cute.
Because I do love him so much, and it's so crazy because we really just be, like I said, we just be hanging out. That's why I'm like, get the fuck out of your head.
Well, because I feel like a burden, and I do, and I feel that daily, and that's something I really am trying to get over and work through. I'm not trying to get over it necessarily.
Yeah.
I'm trying to work through it. Is because I do feel like such a burden, and I know, in particular, I know that my boyfriend has a lot going on. Like, he works a full-time job, he runs a full-time DJ business, and he also announces for basketball. Like, he does so much, really, truly, and it's really amazing that he still is able to get up and he has a smile on his face, and he is so kind, and he's so accepting of other people, and like, yes, I will be a listening ear. So there are moments where I'm just like, well, I don't want to add to that. I don't want to be another thing on your plate or another thing that you feel like you have to fix or resolve. And so I tend to just not say anything because I'm petrified that if I speak up too much, that eventually it's just going to be like, this girl has got way too much baggage and I'm fucking done. And I feel like that won't happen.
No, it won't. Well, and that's another thing for me is where I'm like, take the pressure off of it. Like, you can grow with someone, get to know someone, hang out with them, spend time with them, share their interests, share their friends, share their family. You can do all of that without putting the pressure on it. When me and Dylan first got together, I freaked out and I dipped, and we didn't talk for 3 weeks. And then he hit me up and I was like, okay, cool. He hit me up 3 weeks later and was like, you want to get some Hooters? I was like, sounds great. So we did. That was our first technical date. Anyway, I had to like force myself to take the pressure off of it. And that's all it is. Because when people start throwing all this pressure in their head, it's like, oh, okay, well, I do like this person. I do love this person. But what about this? They should be doing this. Like, no, live your life. They're going to live their life. And that's why I'm like, if you lead with pure intentions, whatever's meant to be will be.
Yeah.
Because me and Dylan took the pressure off of it. We freaking moved in together within less than 2 months of dating because I was in college and it was my last semester. And I was like, I'm going to live it up and be on campus last semester. No, COVID hit. And so we had been dating for less than 2 months and I got kicked out of the dorm because of COVID.
Yep.
And he's like, you can just keep your stuff at my place. And it's like, yeah, there's no pressure to that. I can just keep my stuff, like.
Yeah.
And because when we first started talking before we started dating, all of our roommates were like calling us. Like, I had 3 roommates, he had 2. They were calling us boyfriend and girlfriend and stuff, and we were like, ah! And then we were like, yeah, whatever, take the pressure off. And it's like, don't force yourself to have expectations. Don't think that they are having expectations. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
Like, I'm living, I'm doing my thing, but I also want to be in your life. So, like, we're living and we're doing our thing. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a huge adjustment because I went from, someone being attached to my hip to watch me and to control me for 7 years to like, I can go out with my friends and you go out with your friends and then we're fine and we're still okay and like no one's mad at anybody and then we like get back together as a couple and then we're still fine and it's very much like I feel like I don't know like when Tarzan when that little elephant's like trying to get in the water and he goes, is this sanitary? He's like dipping a toe in. I feel like that with everything in my life, which is where it gets exhausting, and I think that's where the days Mondays come in.
Yeah.
Where I'm just exhausted. I'm exhausted from
like I don't have time to double check and make sure and overanalyze. Like
for some reason that just comes out as like ready to spit fire, which is what I'm working on in all that. But it's definitely. Yeah, now I lost my train of thought because I'm like visualizing the little.
I know
little
he's so adorable. I'm about to go. That's like Dylan's like top 2 all time favorite little childhood movies. By the way,
it's a fabulous movie.
But
so I feel very timid. I guess is a good way to say it. I'm timid with everything.
Yeah, because you're waiting on the other shoe to drop.
And I am, and I'm trying to get out of my head, as we said, just get out of your head about it. And I'm trying to get out of my head and trying to be the person I know that's in there, but it's so incredibly hard.
And that's why I'm like, remove those expectations because you don't have to be there all the time. Like I said the other day, I was losing my mind, and Dylan's just like, okay, like you're not mad at me. I didn't do anything wrong. Okay, have your moment, have your thoughts, like get it out, whatever, Like I was cracking up last night. We were sitting on the couch after eating. He made me a steak dinner. We spent $300 at Costco.
Sounds about right.
But he cooked me steak, and we're sitting there, and I'm like, and he's like, and I just grabbed his hand, and he just puts his hand on me, and it's like, that's where I say like the openness is like, I need love and attention right now, so give it to me. And he does, because he knows I need it.
And I've done that before, and you were there. sent this long message. Well, for me, it was a long message. Long message about, like, I don't want to be a burden, out of this and that, and, like, the whole 9 yards. Like, I'm just a mess. Da 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 da. One response. Get your fine ass over here.
Yeah.
I was like, alrighty. You know what?
Yeah.
That's what I needed. That's what I needed. And it's one of those things, it's just like, I still am in that, again, that very timid, like, he knows me.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to know me.
Mm-hmm.
He said what I needed to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Because he knows that's what I needed to hear.
Mm-hmm.
There are no other vindictive intention. I
Yes.
think that's what I have to get over, is I was with someone who was so malicious and
Yes.
so vicious that everything had an ultimate motive.
Mm-hmm.
And so
And
now
that's
that
my
someone
thing,
doesn't, I'm
that,
just like,
yeah.
are you sure?
Mm-hmm. And that's why I'm also like, that's another reason that I've kind of been like, just get out of your head, bro. Because I know this man. My husband knows this man. Them two view life very similar. They act very similar. They're very similar, like, partners. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
And so, like, even that one day, like, I was like, Em's afraid that she's, like, this and that and that. And he goes, Gia would never think that. I was like, I know, but the fact that he also,
and the big part of me
that
says,
was his immediate response.
Of course he won't. And then there's that little bitty tiny voice that goes, are you sure?
Mm-hmm. But that's where I
Are
think
you
it's
really sure? No,
I'm not.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm just a lady.
And that's also where, like, I think finding trust in everyone around you, because me and Dylan both know and love this man, and we have never. I mean, he's been put in some situations, and I've never seen this man act with ill intentions.
No.
And that's where I'm like, if
and you're not the only people that have said that either. Like,
everyone.
he has middle school friends, like,
everyone,
young, like, from a young age on, say the same thing. And it's just like, I know the right answers. I know that I can trust him, and
it's your
know,
brain. Yeah.
And it is just my brain, and that's where I get frustrated, and that's where I feel like I'm not at a place where I deserve to feel loved, and I know that's the. I know. As soon as I said it, I knew you were gonna say. I know.
No, because I literally asked Dylan. That I think I told you this before. I asked him, like, I've asked him multiple times. I'm like, do you ever regret marrying me because it came with my family?
All my bullshit.
I'm like, it came with all this baggage of my family and all this. And Dylan's like, no, because all I ever cared about was you. I'm like, okay. This is the one thing that I always, if you're looking for any relationship advice, not that I'm perfect, but I got a pretty darn decent relationship.
Good example.
And I mean, this month, literally next week, will be 6 years that we've been dating. But we've been married for like 3.5.
Next week?
Well, like a week and a half, like 10 days.
But next
12
week
days.
It's been a month for Gio and I.
Aww. Ours is the 19th. So however long away that is. Anyway, one thing that I always
12 days.
Yeah. One thing that I always tell everyone is that me and him realized a very long time ago. I'm talking like within that first month of dating, I had to like break the barriers in my brain, and we realized, like, we love each other, we want to be together, we want what's best for each other. And this is my all-time advice that I tell everyone that's anytime they're struggling. I say, it's not like me against you or you against me or me against the world or you against the world. It is me and you against the world. Whatever is happening, me and you are on the same team.
Yeah.
And I have always preached that. That's like my one. I don't know, like, when that clicked in my brain. Like, I don't, like, you know what I mean? But that's my one. We always say, and if you lead your relationships like that, you will notice a huge difference. Because if I'm in my head, it's not because of him, but I can tell him and he'll be there for me.
Yes. Yeah, and I love that. I think that's because I found some old, like, journal entries. I mean, old. They're probably 5 months old, but
yeah.
Of, like, yes, like, we can do this, and I've got to do better, and da-da-da. And so it's just, like, I wanted it to be me and my ex against the world. And I was so deceived that it, now I'm just, like, I'm bucking up. I don't want anybody on my side. And I know that's not the right way to think things. And those are the Mondays where I get a little spazzy. But I know that that's the better way to think. I just feel like that's where I need probably, like, actual therapy to help with my brain and not be in that panic mode of,
Yeah.
you say you're on my side, but are you really?
Yeah.
Because that's a lot of what it is. It's just like, I hear what you're saying, but I still don't believe you.
Yeah.
And that's not fair to my friends. It's not fair to my partner. And that's where I struggle, and that's where my first knee-jerk reaction is just like, F it, I'm just going to walk away.
Yeah.
Because they don't need me because I'm out here being a little shit.
Yeah. And, like, sometimes, like I said, like, Dylan is someone
like,
that
that's
wants
wrong
to...
too, Em.
It's okay. But it's like, no, you'll figure out what you need. And like, sometimes I literally just need Dylan's hand on me. Like, just love me. Just be there. I'm like, I just need your love and support. And it's like, you'll get there. And
Yeah.
And if I have to look you in the face every single day and say, I'm not lying to you, bitch. I love you, bitch.
I love you.
I ain't gonna never stop loving you, bitch. I will. I'll do it. If I have to smack you in the knee
will.
every day and say, get out of your head, because I'm not going to smack you in the face. But, motto, live your best life. I went and visited someone in the hospital right before this, and I realized as I was walking in that I have a freaking skeleton on my shirt. Also, told this man, as I'm leaving, he gets out of the elevator, I tell him to enjoy the rest of his day, and he goes, yeah, probably not. I got somebody dying in there.
It's why I don't do hospitals.
Alrighty.
For real. Hospitals scare me. Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying.
I also went up, down, and around the wrong place 73 times. I would have been here like an hour earlier.
They're huge. Hospitals are huge.
Yeah. Well, they make it so complicated. Whatever. Anyway, basically, I think... Have we done it for the third time in a row?
We did. Did
Or
we do it?
do you have anything else to cover? If you want to spill some tea, hit us up.
Or the healing inbox.
If you want us to, if you want to heal out loud with us, next week we'll have our little things up.
I'm actually really
Let
excited.
us know what we're thinking. I think that's about it.
I think it is too.
Okay, so you know what this means. Come back next week for some more chitting and chatting.
Come back. We will see you next week.
Love ya.
Mwah.